Today I'm gonna start a new series. It's a series where I talk about the abandoned operators on SCR. In this episode, I'm gonna talk about high speed on SCR. Here's how the video will go. I will first talk about the route, how the route would work, and what rolling stock it would have used if it had come to SCR. Let's get started. This is how the map would have looked like if high speed had come to the game, excluding other extinct operators. Now let's talk about how this route would go. It starts here at Stepford Victoria, the start of what would have been high speed. There would have been a few terminating platforms for high speed trains at Stepford Victoria. High speed would have run parallel to Stepford Metro, the abandoned part of it known as the Stepford Loop, which we'll talk about in a later video. It then would have called at a high speed only station, called Fian Park, which is abandoned now. The station after Fian Park is Berry Denton Road, which would have had interchanges with Tramlink, which is also abandoned, and we'll talk about Tramlink in a later video too. Anyways, on screen is the Tramlink platforms at Berry Denton Road, which was removed in 1.7. Below the Tramlink platforms would have been the high-speed platforms. After Berry Denton Road, high speed would have joined somewhere on the fast line via Morganstown, and then the line continues to Lynn. High speed in Legacy Edition called at Morganstown, Hampton Hargate, Water Newton, Winstree, which is now Leighton Stepford Road, Leighton, which is now Leighton City, Edgemead, West Wyvern, North Shore and Lynn, plus the other 3 stations I mentioned before. The routes in my opinion could have been Stepford Victoria to Leighton City, Stepford Victoria to Lynn, and Stepford Victoria to West Wyvern, having routes calling at different stations. Now let's talk about what rolling stock it would have used. The most logical train for that operator would be the Class 395, which has a top speed of 140 miles an hour and lacks first class. I think high speed would have been an operator without first class. High speed in Legacy Edition uses the Class 350, which honestly doesn't suit the operator, so the Class 395 would have suited high speed the most. So, why isn't high speed coming to SCR? The main reason for the cancellation of high speed is because a lot of high speed is now express, the part from the line via Morganstown to Lynn. However, there could have been some differences between high speed and express, for example, first class in express versus a lack of first class on high speed. Also, there would have to be many areas getting in rehaul to be able to accommodate the operator. So, that wraps up the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already for future content, and I will see you later.